Yesterday at 7 p.m. EST, the Godzilla Minus Zero trailer dropped. And holy shit, it is so much better than what I expected it to be. So I have a lot to talk about today. So I won't waste time and I'll just bounce right into it. But what I will do first is break down the trailer, talk about some of the key points, and then I'll go into theorizing what I think will happen or what has happened in this trailer. The first shot of this trailer is Jinza still in ruins from Minus One's attack, and then the trailer lets us know it's been 2 years since Minus One's original attack. We are then immediately shown Minus One's defeat again, as well as Akiko being comforted by her mother Noriko, and then we have Shigishima in the plane again. This man can't catch a break. I swear he's always in a damn plane. But this time he's traveling through floating rocks with weird blue energy, and then they immediately fall onto civilians down below. Then the best part of the trailer is we see Minus One just burst out of the water chasing this plane, and then we see him pull up to New York City. Holy shit, this trailer is absolutely amazing. Now, I've seen plenty of people talk about their own theories and how they feel about this trailer, and I want to do the same thing as well. And the biggest thing I want to talk about is Godzilla himself, how he looks entirely different than what he did from the last film. Now, I get it, every Godzilla movie is going to look different. However, if we look at that shot again where he's pulling up to New York City, he looks the same. Only thing different is that he is significantly larger than last time. So, if we look at that part where he's at the Statue of Liberty, we go back to where he comes out the water, there is a complete difference in this, which leads me to believe one of two theories. This is theory one. Theory one is not as strong as theory two, but I will talk about it anyway because it is a possibility. Theory one is the idea of a secondary Godzilla, where this Godzilla could have been a part of the original. Maybe when they killed him, a small part of him, floated away and started to regrow into its own separate organism. So now, these two Godzillas are going to collide, and one's going to kill the other one. That's theory one, not as strong as what theory two is. Theory two is definitely my strongest theory, with some logic and evidence to back this up. It is that it is the same Godzilla, but he's only mutated and have gotten stronger due to nuclear weapons. Now, to understand this theory, we have to look at the trailer, because in the trailer they say, abort third bombing, abort third bombing. And it is an American man saying this. I think we bombed Godzilla 2 times after he came to New York and destroyed it. However, that only proved to be ineffective, which is then, when he comes out of the water, that's what he's become. Now, to further back up this theory, we have to understand what that plane was, Minus One, was right behind, because that's not an ordinary plane, not at all. Now, technically, this isn't a plane. It is a flying boat, the Kawanishi H-8K. Now, why is this important to know? I will tell you. It has a submarine radar because one of the functions of it was anti-submarine combat, to take out U.S. Navy submarines during World War II. Now, the Kawanishi wasn't just for anti-submarine combat, but it specialized in long-range artillery and bombing runs. Now, this is when I think that quote of abort third bombing comes in, because I believe the Americans bombed Godzilla twice. We sent in the Kawishi to see if we could find evidence of it working, only for him to come out of the water looking like that. That's when they say abort third bombing, because the only thing those 2 nuclear bombs did was just juice and bulk up Godzilla to a whole new level. Now, the last thing I do want to talk about, I've seen people theorize about, are these rocks. Now, me personally, I don't have a very structured theory to this, besides just me throwing, something at the wall, seeing if it sticks. But maybe it could be King Ghidorah, because, the rocks are, floating, like zero gravity. So maybe it could be King Ghidorah. Maybe King Ghidorah will serve a similar role like he did in GMK, to where he's a guardian, an actual force of nature, not something created by mankind's sins. But that's something I think that could, fit. But who knows? This is only the first teaser trailer. We don't know much. When another trailer comes out, I'll make a video and I'll see if I can compare anything to this. Maybe more dots will line up, but who knows? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys let me know down below what you guys think of the trailer, what you guys theorize. I see you guys all next time. Adios.